Hey, welcome back, welcome back. It's Coach Phil here. Now, I know I've been getting the messages, and yes, you watched the webinar a couple of days ago and you have some questions, and a lot of these have been coming in, and again, I've been answering them. Yesterday, I answered about the niche. I answered about what could be preventing you if you don't have the skills, whatever it is, okay? Then I also showed you another video when it came to fear. Some of you are fearful. Where do I start? How do I start? Oh, will it work for me? And today, I just want to take that to the next level because, again, I have been getting the questions. I've been hearing from you in terms of the messages, and you're all saying, how do we get clients? Okay, Coach, you want us to get into this, but how do we get clients? Guess what? I am here to discuss that with you today, all right? Now, one of the reasons that I want us to start with is, or one of the things I want us to start with is what you guys are wondering about, okay? You're telling me, hey, you know what, Coach? By the way, this is just a summary of what I'm getting through. Hey, I'm not tech savvy. I don't know this social media stuff. How am I going to get this stuff done, okay? How am I going to work it out? We're going to answer that right here. Some of you are saying, oh, I don't believe that it will work for me. I don't believe that, these things can work for me. Show me a process. I'm going to show you the process, okay? Yeah, some of you are saying, okay, how can I actually get clients, okay? Guess what? We're going to go through the process right here, right now, okay? And then some of you are saying, how will I get the clients? Some of you are like, can I actually get them? And then others are like, how will I get the clients? How will I get the business? Guess what? It's going to be sorted out right here. Some of you are saying, okay, Coach, you keep talking about client attraction. Yes, you have to attract the clients. You have to do certain things to attract the clients. Guess what? You're in luck because we're going to discuss this here right now. And then, of course, some of you say, oh, maybe it might work for me or maybe it might not. I am going to give you one of those processes that if you do it well and you follow it all the way through, there's no maybe, it will definitely work. All you got to do is put in the work. And then, of course, how do I come up with some products and services? I did share this with you in the previous video. If you go and look at it, the previous video where we spoke about how you can come up with your products, how you choose a niche and stuff like that, that should be there for you. However, in this video, let us talk about how do you get clients? Because that is the big thing. That is the big question. I have started my business. How am I going to get clients? Okay. Now, I will start off by saying to you that there's two sources of getting clients. And right now, the online social media stuff is where everything happens. Okay. There are 2 or 3 types of sources of clients. But right now, I want to tell you that first, we do have 2 big sources of traffic that we consider. Right here, there's what we call the organic traffic source, okay? And then there's the paid ads, all right? Okay, organic, we don't pay for it. We do things where we can attract people into our funnels, but also there's the paid ads. Now, it doesn't matter where you are right now in the world. The best, the most awesome marketing is done online, okay? And Facebook right now is the bomb. Facebook is where everything happens, okay? And in Facebook, you can use either organic means or you can use paid ads, okay? So let us look at what are those sources, okay? Facebook is number 1, all right? And then, of course, depending on your business, I find that LinkedIn is also extremely powerful in terms of connecting with people who are, the professionals and people who are a little bit more serious. They're not, they don't come on much more often. But depending on your business, especially from a consulting point of view, there's going to be a lot of them on LinkedIn. And then, of course, there is, what is that one? There's Instagram, okay? Now, this one, you got to get a little bit more targeted, okay? That is where the paid ads come in. And then, of course, there's going to be... what is that one? Twitter, okay? It's going to be Twitter, and then there's going to be the video one. What is it? YouTube, okay? All these are sources of income. Now, hey, do not bog yourself down saying, oh my God, there are too many, what do I do? No, you just have to choose one. And right now, when you get into the course, we'll discuss all this stuff. But most importantly, what you have to focus on is, how do I use this to get organic? Organic means you're not paying for it. Organic means you're just doing certain things. You're serving your people. You're serving your community. You're putting information out there. People are reading it and they're getting interested and they want to know more. That is how you. That is what we consider as organic. Paid adverts, on the other hand, is where you're paying Facebook to go and collect and give you people to come into your funnel. Okay, Facebook does the work for you. Whereas organic, you do it yourself. Now, if you're starting out, first we always suggest, first master the organic. First get it right. Get your niche proper, sorted out, get your offer on point, and then get your messaging on point, then it will become easy for you to then get that and put it to Facebook and say, hey, Facebook, go and do what you got to do. And by far, it is the best place right now. Okay, so let us consider that you're using either of those or any of these, okay? The next stage after you've discovered or decided what your traffic source is going to be, the next one is what we call your opt-in, okay? Or what you'd call your landing page, all right? Some of them call it landing page. Some of them call it opt-in, you know, whatever it is, okay? Or your lead pages, whatever it is. So this is a page where you are going to place a piece of information out there. And whatever information that is, okay, we'll break down what kind of information it is. Whatever it is going to require somebody to give you their email address. All right? This is important. This is how you get clients. They're going to have to give you their email address, okay? Now, what is it that you're asking for? What are you giving them for them to give you your email address? They, first of all, opt-in page means they give you their email address, okay? Which means that they're giving you what? Permission. All right, to send them stuff. Okay, now what kind of things do you use to hook them there? Okay, we can call it a hook. Everything, you know, when you're looking at getting people into your funnel or getting people into your family or your alumni, you got to hook them. You got to give them something to come in. Okay, so what are those kinds of things? You can look back. You can say, hey, I've got an ebook for you, or I've got a report for you, or I have got a study for you, or I've got a short video for you, or I have got a you know, whatever it is, a small, whatever it is, something that can capture them. So when they see it, you know, maybe they're scrolling and you've done organic, you've gone and seen who they are, you've befriended them, and then you say, hey, by the way, would you like me to share with you whatever this is, okay, whatever you decide it's going to be. Now, this is not limited. You might be a person who likes writing, so you might do an A4 size 10-point program. You might be a person who loves video. You might be a person who loves audio. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Okay. What matters is you get them to what? To get hooked. Okay. To get hooked so that they can give you their email and permission to what? To talk to them and or give them more stuff. All right. The moment they give you their email address, you send them what it is you had promised them. That is the very, very important. You send them what you said you were going to give them. All right. After you give it to them, guess what? They have now given you permission. So, for example, just for purposes of demonstration, let us say somebody, you are in the nutrition side of things, all right? And then you put up something out there and you say, hey, I've got 5 foods that will help you lose weight. All right, for example, all right? Not that, you know, I have a different thing, but let us say 5 foods that will help you to lose weight, all right? So, person clicks on it, you tell them, hey, fill in your email address, and I'll send you the report. They fill it in, you send them the report, okay? The next stage to attracting clients is to give them what we call value, okay? That means that you're going to send them within 3 or 4 weeks, you're going to share with them different pieces of information in relation to what they got first, okay? So for example, hey, the 5 foods that will help you lose weight. Then you would say after a week, you might drop them something else where you say, hey, by the way, guess what? There are 6 exercises that you can do within 10 minutes that help you to get your body aerobic enough to begin to digest better, okay? If you want them, here they are. They send them to you in your what? In your email, or as a report, or as a case study again, or as articles. Now here, you're going to give them, you're going to serve them at least about 6 times. Now, all those 6 times, you're giving them information related to the first hook. Foods that can help you. The exercises that you can use. Oh, by the way, did you know that if you have this morning routine, it can help you to feel better and not feel hungry during the morning? Boom. And then, oh, by the way, here are 5 recipes that you can prepare within 5 days. All those are what? Considered as value. You're giving them something valuable. Why? Hey, when is the last time, you know, if you don't do this, it is like you ask for sex on the first date, for example. Okay, or you've just met somebody and you say, hi, first day, and you're like, hey, will you marry me? It doesn't work like that. Okay, you got to what? You got to give some value. You got to warm up the person. You got to get them to like you. You got to create a relationship. All right. Now, after you've done this, okay, and you've gotten to that stage where you're like, okay, now they've been opening my emails. Now they've been reading or they've been commenting. This next part is you're going to ask them to say, hey, you know what? if you want this stuff, can we jump on a phone call, or can I send you some more stuff? Now, at this stage, you have two choices, all right? You can either jump and make them an offer. I'm going to explain that. But the better way, the much more, sophisticated way, and the better way to be able to get the real client who will pay you money is you ask them to get onto what we call a discovery survey, all right? Now, in the survey, what are you going to do? You're going to ask them questions depending on what you've been sending them, all right? So, for example, you might be saying, okay, what is your target weight, for example? Okay, how long have you struggled to get rid of this weight? Okay, what do you think is your biggest breakthrough so far? Now, what does this help you to do? This helps you to understand your customer better. Why is that important? That is important because when they give you this information, it is going to help you to be able to begin thinking about how you're going to position yourself in their what? In their mind. Why? Because during the survey, they give you some information. So by the time you get to the next stage, which is to say, by the way, after the survey, how about we jump onto a phone call? This is called the discovery phone call, okay? Discovery phone call. Okay, now this is where the magic begins to happen. By the way, have you noticed, okay, that you've come from what? First you sent them a piece of information and they said yes to it, all right? And then you sent them, all these, and all these they were saying what? Yes, 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 yes. But along the way, there are going to be people who are going to say no, so they're going to fall off, okay? So that when you get to this stage where you say, hey, can we just jump into a survey so that you tell me more about yourself? Again, you're going to lose a lot more people, okay? So usually, here, if you started off with 100 people here you might end up with 30 people. Let us say it is, I think it's usually about 40%. And then here, you're only going to get 30% of the 40%. Of people who are going to do this. That means that you've gotten rid of people who don't want to be part of you, all right? Now, here you then say, let's get on a discovery call so that we can help to see how we can take you from here so that you can get to your target, all right? Now, that phone call is the amazing phone call which has been designed to not only get you clarity of where you are or where they are, but also where they want to be. And that is crucial because when you're on the phone call, this is what happens, okay? You get clarity of their position right now, okay? This is very clear, okay? And also on the phone call, what you do is you get them to understand and or appreciate the pain they're in. This is for the phone call, okay? But also what you also do is you separate where they are now to where they desire to be. That is why it is called a phone call of Audacity the Audacity sales and persuasion script. What does it do? It is beginning, number one, to give them clarity of, damn, this is where I'm at. Oh my God, this is where I could be. Now, if they're here and they want to get there, what do you think goes in the middle here? Think about it. This right here is you and your product. Boom, bingo. Okay? But remember that by the time you get to the phone call, you've gone through so many loops of yes, yes, yes. That means that by the time people come into there, they are actually warm enough. They want you to serve them. Okay? Therefore, what do? In the phone call, you get clarity from them. You show them how relevant you're going to be. You position yourself as the what? The bridge between where they are and where they want to be. That is how you get great clients, because you have done whatever it takes to take them from here. You give them clarity. You tell them where they should go. This all happens on the phone call. Then the final part is where you make your what? Is where you make your offer. I.e., hey, you know what? I know where you are. I know where you want to go. And as you've seen, we have been able to demonstrate that we have the solution for you. Therefore, now is the time for us to say, if you want to go from here to here, the best thing is we have our product. Now, this is where you make an offer to them and say, we have got our, maybe 6-month product, or I can help you lose your weight in a 6-week course, or, I can send you my book, or, I can send you my audio, whatever it is. Okay. This is where you make offer, but much easier way, because number one, these people like you by the fact that they've come all the way. Number two, you have given them clarity of their pain, where they are and where they desire to be. You've placed yourself as the solution, and that is the important part. And this is what makes this magical. It is not, you're not just throwing things, without thinking about it. No, it is actually scientifically thought through, where you're like, okay, get them in and give them value. After you've given them value, get them onto a survey. What does a survey do? It helps you to get clarity and relevance and positioning. When that phone call is done, by the way, in terms of the phone call, there are different things that you can look at in the phone call, okay? Or different methods that you can use for the phone call. But your most important thing is clarity, relevance, and positioning. When you make that offer, it is much easier for them to buy in, because guess what? You've given them so much value. You have taken them through all these loops. They have no choice but to what? To buy, all right? So, this whole process is what we call the OVO, okay? This is your opt-in, okay? 1, 2, okay? That is opt-in, okay? And then value, okay? The survey is also valuable because it gets them to think, okay? This is your value, all right? And then after the survey, for the phone call, and here is where you call your offer. That is why we say this particular process of getting clients is called the OVO. Let them opt in, give them value, and then make them an offer. Do not ask for marriage on the first date. No, okay? Go out for a couple times, all right? Now, what really takes this to the next level is what we call the Audacity sales and persuasion, okay, script. Now, this, again, is an amazing process, okay? Yes, I learned it from some other people, and I've been able to get some of the things, put it together, and be able to bring it to you. This is what gets this done easily. It doesn't matter if you've never sold. It doesn't matter, where they're at, whether they like you or not. This particular sales script, by the way, this is the sales script that you get when you become a member of the World-Class Consultants and Trainers alumni. You get this script. It helps you to get people persuaded to buy from you easily, okay? And by the way, during the entire process, it is easy to know how many people came in here, how many people were lost along the way, but most importantly, it sieves out the people who are not your perfect clients. But also it does something else. It grows your emails. And by the way, not everybody is going to buy on the first time, or the second, or third, or fourth. But what happens is, if you continuously give them this thing called value, at a certain stage, they have no choice but to reciprocate. They will reciprocate, okay? Now, everybody that you get to the offer, and you have gone through this process, there's also something amazing about this particular script. It has the ability to deal with objections. Okay, guess what? Who is the biggest enemy of objections? Me, right here. I hate objections with a passion. And in the script, we show you how to obliterate them, go after them like crazy. Why? Not for me, but many people are losing their dreams and not doing what they have to do because of objections. They have all these illusions in their minds. They don't do what they have to do because of what? Because of objections. So in the script, we address that and we say, hey, you know what? We got to go after them. Why aren't you buying? We take them to the fence. We make sure they buy, because if your product is great, and it's going to make a difference, and it's going to save somebody's life, don't you think you deserve to sell it? All right? So there you go. That is how we get clients, and that is a process that we take them through. And all this happens in the course that we made an offer to you. And again, it is up for grabs, and it is not going to stay up there for a long time. I think you now have about 36 hours, okay? Get in the course and let us get you going. Let us give you this. By the way, you get this script to practice. You get this script to use in your business, and you begin to attract clients. All this we give you, you will have everything the way it is here. We'll teach you how to do it and put it in your business for you to start straight away. Why? We've thought about this already, all right? So you don't have to. Everything that is here will help you to be able to say, hey, you know what? Coach, this is where I'm at, this is where I'm failing, and it is easy for us to pinpoint and say, okay, you know what? What's happening on your survey? Or how are you doing the phone call? By the way, on the phone call, we also get you to practice the phone calls with other people consistently. Why? Mastery. Mastery takes a while. But the moment you're practicing with the right mindset and the right people, bingo. That is how you're going to get clients. That is how your business is going to go to the next level. And by the way, did you know that just implementing this one thing can drastically improve the number of people who come to visit your site and the number of people that you're serving? And I think another thing is, did you know that the very few people who implement this, they grow their business much quicker, much faster with less resistance? Now, there you are. What you got to do right now is there's a button at the end of this video. Click the button, okay? Get into the course. Let's get you going. Let's get your business going. Let's get your dreams going. And let's get you to the next level of you impacting and making a difference to other people. So, until next time, bye-bye.